Okay, and welcome back. Today we're here to talk about why Mr. Miyagi is the best. So imagine, it's 1984. You're on your own. You're struggling. You know your mum's struggling. She's trying to hold it together, keeping a job. You're moving to a new town. You're getting bullied at school. You've got nothing. You've got one girl that you fancy. She fancies you, but the fact is the bully is her ex. What are you going to do about it? And without guidance, Daniel doesn't know what to do about it. If it wasn't for Mr. Miyagi coming in and interfering and helping him, Daniel would be either moving schools.
This is the end of the line.
Or moving towns, because things wouldn't have ended up well for him without Mr. Miyagi's interference. The fixing of the bike, the helping of the Halloween costume, the friendship, the teaching of the respect of the bonsai, the teaching of the karate. All of these things that Mr. Miyagi brings to the table. Daniel is lacking a father figure. All he has is his mother and poverty. He's never known wealth. And now he's got a girl who has money. And she looks down on him somewhat. She makes out that she doesn't, but she does, because she comes from a rich family. Mr. Miyagi, we don't know his wealth. We know he's got money, but we don't know how much. Not enough for him to not be working, because he was a janitor in the first film. However, by part 2, we see this father-son relationship develop. Off to Okinawa they go. And Miyagi is just absolutely poetic poetry. He's just gorgeous to watch in part 2. If you watch Karate Kid part 2 and just look at the relationship between Daniel and Miyagi.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi. This looks like Spider-Man coming down here, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. Now remember
Lights off, come in! Helicopter, come in, goddammit! Christ, look!
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go.
Okay.
You got it.
All right.
And now you can use both your hands.
Oh, no, shh.
Yeah. I got it. All I need is a
Make a
backpack.
move, I'll blow your head off!
Hey, hang on! Come on, grab the rope! Grab the rope! Are you okay?
I got it.
Look, goddammit, cease fire!
I gotta get it! I gotta go! Come on! This thing got washed out!
All right, let's get down
Come on, move! Hurry up!
Everything else is just noise. These two are the foundations of what make this film so good. Part 2, in some ways, is better than part 1 and part 3. The heart that is in part 2 is insane. Right from the get-go, we see Miyagi looking out for Johnny Lawrence. After Sensei Kreese destroys his trophy and then tries to destroy Mr. Miyagi, we see that Mr. Miyagi is looking out for this kid. Even though he knows he's a bully, he doesn't want to see any injuries to the kids because he believes that it's the teacher that is causing the problem at the school. Nothing to do with the actual students. And after he gets his revenge, they go to Japan and we forget about John Kreese and the Cobra Kai because we're taking on this phenomenal journey of seeing Miyagi's hometown, the people he grew up with, the people he cares about, his history, his past. We know nothing of Miyagi besides a few little snippets from the first film. This is our chance to get to know him. And boy, is it an amazing experience. The warmth, the colours, the music, all of it just combines to make the perfect ingredients for the perfect dish. Is it a perfect movie? Absolutely no way. Is it mediocre compared to the first film? Sometimes, yes. But just trust me, if you just open your eyes and watch this through a different lens, try and see what they were trying to make here. An extension of the first one, using the elements which is love, friendship, respect, father-son bonding. This is what we've been exposed to, and we get more of it in this one. You know what? We get more of it in part 3. Maybe not as much, and maybe not to the level that we would like. But trust me, this is the reason Mr. Miyagi is the best. He is the next best thing to a dad for Daniel. What I do know is that he is the best replacement. So, for people who think that I hate on Mr. Miyagi, no, he's just an arsehole in part 3. The reality is, I love the guy, and I wish he was still around to be in Cobra Kai. But this is the next best thing. We have this, and I'm grateful for it. And I just want to leave that one there. Okay, and here I am to talk about the relationship between Mr. Miyagi, Daniel LaRusso, and Terry Silver, and the reasons why I can completely understand why Daniel edges towards Terry, and it's because of Mr. Miyagi's behaviour. Although he's still the lovable Mr. Miyagi in this film, he stands against Daniel for pretty much everything. And the reason for this is Miyagi, not only does he accept Daniel's college fund money, and Daniel has just saved everybody's life from Chozen. It was a fight to the death. He's just a boy. Let's not forget that. And we're back in America, and Miyagi accepts Daniel's money to start a bonsai tree business, which ultimately, if this doesn't work out, is going to potentially mess up Daniel's future. But he accepts it all the same. Maybe it's because it's a respect for Daniel for being kind, or maybe it's because he's always wanted this bonsai tree business.
That isn't true. Yeah, that's true. So what? So, like, reconsider. Yeah, right. Look, I need your title.
So these two should know each other, and especially Miyagi. He's been training this boy now for a while, and for some reason he doesn't pick up on the fact that Daniel is absolutely terrified of the new bad boy in karate, Mike Barnes. Daniel is desperate for some sort of help and some let-up from Cobra Kai that will not leave him alone. Miyagi just takes it in his stride, accepts the bullying and the taunting. Daniel can't, because Daniel's the one that's having to experience it. Mike Barnes is overpowering Daniel. Not only that, he's got a new friend in Jessica. And Mike Barnes is putting their lives at risk. And still, Miyagi is not there for him. And the relationship dissolves somewhat. Daniel drifts towards Terry Silver, and yeah, it's all part of his plan. And Miyagi just lets it happen. He doesn't explain to him that he can see what's going on. And Terry Silver's plan is magnificent because he fractures Daniel. He teaches him different ways because he's still a child at the end of the day. He's moldable, and Miyagi should know better. Not only that, he's going through something, some sort of anxiety, some stress because of this tournament that he keeps getting. The business has just been damaged, and they keep leaving these application forms to sign his name. He just wants to get this done. He wants it put to bed once and for all, and Miyagi says no. And it isn't until the end where he realises. And this is where Miyagi's intelligence, and this is what makes him the worst karate teacher. He realises finally that Daniel has come to his wit's end and that he really does need his help. All of this tomfoolery could have been stopped. Here's an example. Mr. Miyagi is with Jessica, and Daniel asks him to teach him how to sweep, and to make a joke he starts sweeping with a brush. And this infuriates Daniel to the point where he goes, "I'm leaving, I've had enough of this. I need your help." This is why Miyagi fails him. And I believe that he owes him a huge apology by the end of Karate Kid Part 3. To say I didn't really understand what you was going through. And I'm sorry, Daniel. And that is what he owes him. So I'm just going to leave that one there. Thanks.
Iced tea?